Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Live in Aloha podcast. My name is Liv, and this
Ma'a,
is Ma'a, my husband.
back to the duo.
Mm-hmm. Glad to have a recording partner.
My bad. I just spilled my drink.
What are you drinking again?
I'm sipping on a Bloom right now. Man, I'm not gonna drink too much because I'm about to go work out, but just sipping on a Bloom. Need a little pick me up.
I'm drinking my drink from Quench It. It's the poolside, which is Powerade, passion fruit, coconut cream, and mango pearls.
Hey, bring the popcorn back. He was hogging it. You ate the popcorn for like 5 minutes. I never even got more.
Oh, my bad.
Let me get one. Let me get one.
Little midday popcorn snack.
These. All right, let's get into it. Good to be back on the podcast. Thank you for letting me come back on that podcast last week. I listened to it. Wild stories being shared on there. Wild stories.
It was fun.
I'm very grateful that
I'm
you had the courage to be able to do it on your own. Had the
We love a little unfiltered Livy, don't we?
willingness to get it done. So I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Thanks. I feel like we haven't even talked for like 2 weeks.
We haven't. We have not.
We've been really busy.
Yeah, we've been.
You've been mostly busy.
Well, you're still working with baby and
The home
running
stuff.
errands and stuff. But sorry, guys, I'm chewing on popcorn. But yeah, I'm about to go work out. That's not going to be a pretty workout.
It's gonna be great.
Popcorn is so good.
It is so good. You gotta get all the yellow pieces.
Popcorn is so good. When I was a kid, we put Much Crunch in there. Ooh, easy.
Can you explain to people what that is?
I couldn't. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what Much
I know
Crunch
what
is
it
made
is.
of. Do you know what it's made of?
I think it's rice crackers. I could be wrong,
Huh.
but I think it's like soy flavored rice crackers, possibly.
Yeah, slap that inside there.
You know, like when you buy the
M&Ms.
mix of snacks that's like the Asian snack mix. It's got little wasabi balls and little rice cracker breadstick things, star-shaped rice crackers and whatnot.
That's what it is. That's exactly the brown ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. My little
That's what he's
cousins,
talking about.
those things are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They taste so good, especially when you're watching a good movie. You reach into the bucket. Ooh, you get 2 Munchie Crunches and 5 popcorns. The mix, the ratio.
Are you calling it Munchie Crunch?
Munchie.
Munchie?
I just call it Munchie. I don't even know how to spell it, honestly. I call it Munchie. Whoa. And then much.
Moochie? Munchie? Is there an N in there?
Munchie Crunch.
Mochi. Like mochi?
I say it like there's no N or N. Muchie. Muchie.
Mochi.
Or Muchee.
That's not what it's called on the bag. I don't know where that came from.
Moochie. I want me some Moochie.
Okay. Well,
Nah, I really want one.
how did we get here? What day is it? It's Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yesterday was Columbus Day.
Was it?
Yeah. I don't know that for work. Do you got something on your right?
Do I?
Yeah. You won't be able to see it on that. Believe
Oh.
me. Yeah, welcome back.
Hi guys. How
Welcome
are
back.
you doing?
Hope everybody had a good weekend. We were able to have a great family weekend, yesterday was a busy work week, so that's pretty much why I couldn't.
Yesterday was a busy work week.
Oh yeah, yesterday was
if that doesn't sum it up.
Last week was a busy work week, and
every day is
I'm trying to get used to this new business that I'm working on right now, and I'm learning it slowly but surely.
And you're doing great. I'm proud of you.
Appreciate it. I'm learning a lot in a very little time. I'm just making sure that I learn the proper principles and stick to who I am along the way. So it's been a new process, but I'm glad to be back on the podcast with you, share some conversation.
Side note, so you've been working every day out of the house, which for a while there you were working at home. So we were kind of all up in each other's business.
We talked about that a lot in the podcast before.
Yeah, no, I know. But I'm saying now you're gone every day. And then you also started working out every day of the week.
Guys, you'll be proud of me for this. I lost 10 pounds. Now, I'm not going to say what I lost. I'm not going to say where I'm at. I'll say it because you know what? I have no shame. And
Okay,
number
Ma.
one thing is I'm working on myself, and I'm happy about that. I went from 255 to 245 in a week, and I really don't think I've changed anything about my diet. Really, I've really just. I mean, I've been busy with work so much. I probably haven't been eating as much.
Maybe you've also not had like so much Dr. Pepper
Yeah, I don't
or
remember the
mocha
last time I had Dr.
frappuccinos. You used to get one of those like every day.
I mean, shit. I'm a little ashamed when you air out my business.
Oh,
So
my bad.
no shame in my weight,
I'm
but there's
pointing
some
out the
shame if you
thing.
tell my daily habits.
I'm
So
pointing out the things that maybe have contributed to the health.
let's stay away. Yeah,
Okay, my bad.
let's stay away from that right there. But
So sorry.
yeah, no, it's all good. I mean, I mind, but let's just keep
But you
that out
don't
of the
get over
convo.
it?
Let's keep that. You need to know that.
Okay.
Just to know, guys, I lost 10 pounds. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me. I mean, it's a little bit into what we're going to talk about today
Yes.
and the growing confidence. So,
Yes. The topic of the day.
well,
Of
let's
the
start
week.
with what you were proud of last week, what you want to work on.
Oh, can I see your phone? Because I sent a text about something.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I have it pulled up right here, ma'am. Here you go.
Oh, did I already share this on the podcast about the mom win? The
On what?
parenting win? I don't think I did because it was probably recent. And I don't think I did it last week. But last week, I think it was, I was home with Navy and
Oh, you're talking about when you were vacuuming?
yes, I was vacuuming the house and she
This
had
is a
the,
parenting win that she's going to
yes,
share.
it made me proud. Um, she had the dusting stick without like the dusting fluffy thing on the end because it was in the trash because we used it. So she was just playing with the stick, like hitting the walls and walking around and whatever. And I said, don't hit me with that or else you're going to go to your room. And we don't really like make her go to her room
Well,
all that much.
she was going to hit you. You probably should mention that instead of
It
just
looked
saying,
like she might, but she hadn't yet. So I said, if you do, you're going to go to your room.
right.
And she will, if she goes to her room, she goes for like 1 minute and then comes out and she's like, sorry. But so a couple minutes go by, she didn't hit me, and then she ends up hitting me right in my butt, like hard, smacking me with the stick.
Like,
Said, Mommy said if you hit me, you're going to go to your room, so you need to go to your room right now, put the stick down, and go to your room. And she just put her head down and walked to her room quietly. And I didn't say anything else.
like you
And
never went to the
yeah, I
room
never went to the
after.
room or anything. I just kept vacuuming just to see what she would do. And then like 2 minutes later, she came out and she was looking all sad, like she felt bad. And she's like, I'm sorry, Mama. She's like, I hurt you. And she said, no, no. And she's shaking her finger. And I was like, yes, you hurt me, but you said sorry, so you made it right. And thank you for saying sorry. And anyways,
I just think that's
I
so
thought that was
important.
a win because a
That
lot of
is.
times it feels like what I'm trying to do, like it's not clocking to her. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Right. She's a
it
baby. She's
is.
learning.
Yeah, of course.
The age she's at, you have to almost the principle is being taught every single day, multiple times a day until
Yeah.
that day where it sticks, and we're gonna
Right.
continue to try to teach it. So,
It's the
but
consistency.
she's learning. The good thing is we're seeing results from the things that we're trying to teach her.
I know,
And
it
the
was
best part about
rewarding.
it is you're teaching her accountability. And she's
Mhm.
2 years old. At 2
True.
years old, if she's able to start to understand a little bit of the concept of accountability, I know adults who can't even take that shit.
And just, like, having other people having feelings too, like,
Yeah.
if I do this, it's gonna hurt, and that's not nice, And her understanding that is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was way older and, you know, I remember maybe I said this on the podcast with my mom, but, when I was a kid and I said something mean to my mom, and she's like, "That hurt my feelings, like, you can't just be mean to me, because I'm your mom." Like, I have feelings too.
Right.
And I remember being like, "Oh my gosh, she does have feelings." And I was probably like 8, But as a kid, sometimes you don't think about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I was proud of
Good
this
job.
week. Was that the question? And then what I'm working on?
It was yeah, proud of working on last week.
Oh, what I
Good
want to
job.
work on is just like slowing down. And we hear that all the time. And it's like, yeah, slow down, stop and smell the roses, you know, whatever it may be. But the other morning, I was just playing with Navy for probably like a solid hour, just sitting on the floor, we were playing with blocks, we were playing with puzzles, we were laughing, whatever, and I had nowhere to really be. I wasn't ready for the day yet, and usually I'm like, "Okay, what do we gotta do? What's next? What do I gotta clean? What do I" make my to-do list, get ready for the day, finish this, clean this, but I was just kind of enjoying the time not being ready and not having anything, like, hurrying me up,
Right.
and I was like, "This is kinda nice. I don't have to, like, leave the house, like, get ready to leave the house right now," you know?
Right.
And what am I normally doing that for? There's usually not anything, like, that serious that I have to
Well,
rush through the day to do.
we got to be mindful that there are people out there where both spouses are working or maybe they're on different shifts. So sometimes that's the reality of people's lives. Obviously, with ours, it's a little different, but
I know, but at
yeah,
least for
there's
stay-at-home moms, like,
right. It's
there's always things to do, yes, but it was nice for me to sit there and realize, "Oh, this is kinda fun.
yeah.
I'm not on my phone, I'm not thinking about what I gotta do, I'm
I'm glad you were so
enjoying
present
the
with her.
moment."
I
Yeah.
love to hear that as a dad out for work. Like just hearing that that's the moments you guys get to share. I feel like that's exactly why I go to work. The whole reason to go is for I mean, obviously I want to be there, but
Yeah.
the sacrifice is made on both ends for the parents. And for you guys to be able to share those memories together and create those memories together and share those moments, I feel like that's exactly the that's the whole reason.
Mhm.
Money is nice to have, freedom of time is nice to have, but the freedom that you use with your time, how you use your time, I guess, in your freedom is much more important. Like you just used it to create more memories with our daughter. And I'm sure in her
Mhm.
little life that she's been on earth for, that was a big, maybe we don't know it or not, but that was one of those times where she's like, having so much
Mm.
fun. She's gonna like snapshot it with her eyes and her brain and her memory
Yeah.
and put it in the bank. So I'm so glad that you guys are able to share those moments.
Well,
Good
thank you.
job. Good job.
Thank you.
You're doing great as a mom. Seriously, you really are.
Thanks. I'm trying,
You're trying your best and you're doing really good.
trying.
I appreciate you trying your best.
What are you proud of this last week? Or 2 weeks since you weren't on last week?
I mean, I'm proud of you.
No, no, no.
Well,
This
it's
is
for
for
what I was gonna
you.
say, I'm proud of, the work that I've started and
Mhm.
kinda how it's been going. I mean, that's different. I feel that's just work proud. But I'm actually really proud of you how we transition into this new thing that we're doing.
Mhm.
It's not easy. I'm not home every day like I
Yeah.
would be able to, before we started this. And I was still working here at home, but I'm not home at all until like at night. Gone at 7 in the morning, back at 7 at night.
Pushing
There's
with
no
the
set
workout.
hours, but that's just when that's just how my days have been going with this new work. And for you to be home with our daughter for that long and that amount of time, also thanks to our babysitter, Hudson, we couldn't do it without her either.
Yeah, she's the best.
But it's hard. It's a hard job. Like that's
Mhm.
probably harder than my job. Sometimes I'm sitting there doing work on my laptop and it's quiet and I could put some music in.
Mhm.
But you're here. You're just always mommy, mommy, mommy. There's always something, and I'm grateful that we're able to, hear that
Yeah.
name being yelled at us and hear the noise and all that stuff. But that doesn't take away that sometimes can be overwhelming for you. So
Mhm. Well,
I appreciate you holding down the fort.
both are hard.
I'm proud of you for being able to hold down the fort, and not to mention, go pick groceries, make dinner, make food, do dishes, bath baby, put baby to bed, wake up with baby when I'm gone, feed her breakfast. Like I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of
Thank
us
you.
for being able to transition to that because it's not easy. So that's something I'm proud of. Something I want to work on is the other thing.
Mhm.
I mean, I just want to continue to work out
Mhm.
and on this belly.
Love it.
I told you last night, like I just have this. What do I call it?
A gut?
Yeah, I got a gut. I got a gut.
Everybody has a gut.
No, no, I got a gut. Guutt. I got a gut.
Oh boy.
And I'm trying to take off one letter at a time
Mhm.
because I mean, when I saw 10 pounds less on that scale, it made me feel like I was GGUT or GGUUT.
Okay.
But I know I got a lot of work to do right now. I'm GGUUTT, and I mean, not to mention, I got a big event coming up that I want to mention here. You know,
What?
it's a personal event. Personal event.
What?
I mean, I created a marathon for myself.
Oh my gosh. I
Yeah, it's a big
forgot.
event. It's a big event. I'm scared of it myself.
I, like, actually forgot. I'm
Yeah.
scared for
Guys,
you.
I'm 2 weeks in working out. I created a marathon for myself to run, and I made a little map that I was gonna run with my brother, and
Who
it
does
is
that? You're actually not.
and it's in 2 weeks.
No, that's not smart, though. Coming from a guy
No,
with
no,
2
not
torn
I'm not
ACLs?
sometimes you gotta not be smart with it.
What about, like, 10 miles
You
or,
just
like,
gotta dive
5
in.
miles?
The first step or the next step is the best step, and
The next step is take care of yourself, not
right.
overdo it.
Maybe I'll run the who knows? Maybe I'll run the marathon and I'll never stop working out because I want it to feel a little easier next time I run a marathon. Or maybe I run a marathon and this is the last marathon I ever run. But I promise you this, I'm gonna start that marathon and I'm gonna finish that marathon because I'm gonna give it the best try.
Okay.
Whether 4 weeks, it's not the I feel like even if I had it booked for in 2 weeks time and it was January 2025 right now,
Mhm.
I probably still wouldn't be training up until when I started because I made a lot of excuses along the way.
Honey, that's not good.
It's all good. It's all good. Let's get into the chat. Let's get
Okay,
into the chat.
let's get into it, guys. I just wanted to talk about a little bit like confidence slash self-love and acceptance slash insecurities,
Yep.
all that stuff. And what are your thoughts initially? Because I didn't know if you wanted to do your own or just add on to mine.
I mean, I think I can add on and I'll probably end up mentioning some of my own, but I think it's a really good topic. I also think it's an important topic for us to talk about right now because, like I said, we're transitioning into a new work. There's a lot of, for me, going into the new work and learning it, it's a lot of discomfort,
Mm-hmm.
uncomfort,
Discomfort.
discomfort that we're putting ourselves in. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's not a situation we're used to. We put ourselves in a position to do this uncomfortable thing, but that doesn't make it any more comfortable. Like we could sit here and do what we were doing and be happy about it, but we just want more for ourselves and want more for our future families. So
You gotta grow,
we are trying our very best to make it
stretch
work.
yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, confidence is going to be a big factor going into this new thing. So every day that I'm working on it, I'm hoping to build confidence and not even only my own, but yours and babies. That you guys have confidence that daddy's going out there and doing the work that he's supposed to, so we can all be have a roof over our head, foot on the table, and clothes on our back.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Well, yeah, and obviously confidence comes in all different shapes and sizes, like confidence in yourself, confidence in your relationship, confidence in your kids, confidence in your family, whatever,
Yeah,
business. But my thoughts are more coming from like the self-confidence, the deeply rooted issues that I might have and how I've tried to overcome them.
yeah,
So let's see, where do we begin? Also, let me just say, being a girl, we all know it's hard. And I feel like it does affect. Okay, what am I saying? Being a girl is hard. We know this. And from a young age, we're comparing ourselves. We're looking at our moms. We're looking at the ladies on TV and magazines. And then for my generation, I'm 26. Social media came out when I was like seventh grade. I think Instagram came out. And maybe Facebook was probably before that. I don't know, but
S- Facebook was definitely before Instagram. I'll tell you that.
okay. Well,
There was MySpace right before that for the real people who know.
yeah.
That was
I
when it was
never had MySpace.
Hotmail. Remember that
Yeah, I never had one of those.
Hotmail?
Or MySpace.
Oh yeah. I mean, me neither. I just remember it
Oh,
when I was a kid.
yeah. But I just think from such a young age, I was comparing myself, and you just look at girls around you, or you look at what they're wearing, or how they're doing their hair, or their skin. Like for me, I always struggled with acne from a young age, and I thought once I grew up, I would grow out of that, like, after high school, but here we are, like, I'm 26, still rocking it, and you just figure out, like, how to take care of your skin better and find what works for you a little bit better as you grow up, but it's like, if you have hormonal acne, it's gonna be there as a woman because you have hormones, so especially with PCOS, that adds a whole 'nother layer, but I think, like, for example, this just reminded me. This is actually a really sad story, and I remember the kid's first and last name who said it. Not gonna say it, but I think I was in 6th grade, and I was on the bus going to my friend's house, and we were all
Do I
like
know the kid?
no,
Oh.
haven't seen him since 6th grade, but
Say his name then. Air it out.
no,
Air the shit out. I mean, we don't even know him. It don't even matter
no,
anyways.
it's fine,
It's not like
but
anybody's gonna go on Instagram and search him up for his first and last name and
guys,
find where he lives.
go hate on his page.
No, no, we don't okay, let's
I'm
not say.
just kidding,
We're not gonna
but
spread hate. We're not gonna spread hate.
we were on the bus, and we were naming, like, what animal we would be if we were an animal, and I was like, "Oh, I'd be a dolphin." I don't know, thought dolphins were cool.
Okay.
He's like, "No, there's no way you'd be a dolphin because you have bumps on your skin." And I was like,
So what would you
so
be?
embarrassed.
So what did he say you would be?
I don't remember the conversation after that because I was so hurt because 'cause
Bumps
I'm
on his
like
skin. You should have given him a bump on his eye right there.
but that was so mean, and, like, he was mean for saying that, but that made me
Right.
insecure, obviously, and I was already insecure about it, like,
Right.
all the other girls don't have it, but I do, you know?
Right.
And he maybe felt funny for saying that, whatever, but
Right.
it
That's
hurt
sixth
me,
grade
and
too,
for me
yeah.
to still remember it, it's like, yeah, things that people say to you as a kid can really stick with you,
Right. What's his
like
first name?
and that was a silly comment. I'll tell you after.
What? Go
No,
ahead.
it doesn't matter, but anyways, just from a young age, I struggled with acne, and then, like, you're looking at, like, pant size and why is she a 0 and I'm a 2 or 4 or whatever, like, just from a young age, I don't know how we even think about these things, but we do.
I seriously wonder how that like just hearing you I don't know if that's always a girl thing for all girls, but how that is such a that's a big thing,
Why
the
it's a thing.
comparison, the
Yeah.
comparing. Is that like a part of a woman's DNA? I don't know.
I don't know, and maybe it's me more than others. I don't know if what the typical, but I know it's hard to be a girl, and we always even looking at the prettiest girl, you think, "Wow, how could she be insecure about anything in the world? She has a perfect everything." But she still has her things that she's, like, insecure about, or whatever it is, but
I think can I say something on
yeah.
this? I think the like this idea of perfect to people is always the more of this, better this, looking like this. Like it's a cookie cutter almost. Where I
Okay.
feel like perfect is really just being so confident in who you are right now,
Yeah,
where
just
you are
being
right now.
yourself.
I think that's like, and even in your imperfections, finding the beauty in that, I think that's
Mhm.
the real true meaning of perfect. That's raw perfection. Like the way that you were
Well,
born, the
and
way
we
that you were
weren't meant
made.
to ever be perfect, and this idea that we think there is like this thing to achieve about being perfect in any way,
Right,
like you're not going to get there.
right.
And
I
so,
just think it's just redefining what perfect is for you.
yeah,
It's not this other version of perfect that you've grown up and known. It's just redefining it. And I hope we can do it for our daughter because
right. And that's
you've
the
been
big thing on my mind nowadays is how, well, let me not jump to that yet, but so there's that. And then you hear comments from people, right? I don't know if I should say this. My grandma said something to me one time. Whereas I was like really tall and skinny
yeah.
with like no curve, no shape, nothing.
uh, I'd say otherwise, but
Well, I was like
you're still
I
tall,
was probably
still
like
skinny.
13. No, I was like 13. Like I
You got
didn't
a little
have
booty
boobs
on you.
yet. What?
I said you're still tall, still skinny. You got a little booty on you.
Little, yeah. But she was like, "Your body is just so awkward." And another one that stuck with me. And I was like, "Oh no, like, why am I not just normal?" I don't know. But
Who wants to be normal anyways?
No, you know what I mean, though?
I
Like, when you
know.
hear
When
these
you hear
things
those, especially from people you
and as a
love.
kid, you're like, "What can I do to, like, change who I am because I'm hearing these things about from other people that are making me feel bad about myself, you know, so I'm not good enough how I am." And that takes so much to relearn in your head, like, okay, my worth doesn't depend on what somebody else thinks about me or what somebody else said about me. That's not where it comes from.
Right.
And if I based my worth on that, I would feel like crap all the time. Like, you just can't live in that mindset. And I think, just becoming an adult gives you confidence. Getting married gives you confidence. Like, living on your own, doing all these things,
Action.
like making you grow up mentally gives you confidence. Doing things that are hard builds your confidence. And so that grows in all aspects. But another one is like
Another one.
when I was a kid, let's see. When I was a kid, my mom, which I love my mom, she was doing the best she could with what she knew. But she talked negatively about herself. And I think that whole generation of women, from what I've seen and heard, is like they were the first era of like diet culture and skinny is better and toxic
That
diet
was
culture.
their arrow redefined perfect compared to what they came from too.
Right, and I don't know what the generation above them was like and how that affected them to think that way, but it was hard for me as a kid or as a teenager to hear my mom talk negatively about herself because I'm looking at my mom like, "Oh, she's perfect, like,
Right.
I wanna be like my mom when I grow up." But then she's saying like, "Oh, I need to lose 5 pounds," or let's
Oh, shit. Then that doesn't make my 10-pound story in the beginning sound any
no.
better.
Well, and I think it's so hard to find a fine line of, like, it is healthy to, like, wanna be healthy and better yourself and work out and do these things and eat good and not just feel like
Yeah.
crap
It's
because
definitely, it's not a fine line. You should be healthy. You should
no, no, but
definitely be
I'm saying
healthy.
the line between, like, not talking about it and being, like, avoiding it
Right, right,
because
right, right.
you're saying you shouldn't say you should lose more weight or whatever. Like, I think it's okay to do that, but in some cases it's not, you know?
Right, right. I mean, if you're 100, if you're a woman like your size, if you're saying you need to lose 10 pounds, I'm looking at you like, bro, you need to gain 10 pounds
Okay,
because
well,
you're too skinny.
this is why.
But then again, that's just my redefining perfect
Right.
and your redefining perfect. We just see it different ways, but that's totally fine. It's as long as you feel comfortable in your skin,
I
not
know.
me looking at your skin telling you how to be comfortable in
Exactly.
it.
Exactly, and it really does come from within. So, obviously, when I'm looking at my mom like, "Oh my gosh, I wanna be like her, I think she's perfect," and then she's talking bad about herself, then I'm looking at myself like, "Oh crap, like, I probably need to lose 5 pounds, and, like, I can't eat any more cookies after 7 o'clock or dinner or whatever," like,
Boring.
just things like that, which I'm sure a lot of girls can relate to hearing these types of things, and I'm not saying, like, it traumatized me or anything, but it did get into my head to where I started thinking like that a little bit.
Right.
And then at a certain age, I got to a point where, like, okay, I don't like deep down, I know that I don't need to be losing 5 pounds right now, but why does it keep coming to my head, you know? And having to think, like, okay, this isn't coming from like how I really feel. So that just needs to get out of my head. Like, I don't need to think that way
Well, that
because
you
that's
were
what I was
raised,
around.
yeah, you were raised in that, and it's hard to change what you came from.
Yeah. But it wasn't
It's
my
not
mom never,
impossible
ever, ever said to me, like, "You need to lose weight," or "You need to stop eating." It was always just about herself, which makes me feel bad that she felt that way about herself, you know,
because you saw her
because I saw her
as an
so
example, an
right.
idol.
So anyways, I love you, mom.
You love her, and she's beautiful just the way she
Yes,
is.
she
That's exactly
is.
what it is.
And I hope she has gained more confidence in herself, even in the past 10 years, because that's probably the last time
Right.
that I was hearing those things. But
Not to mention
anyways,
when you're even being an adult, when you're around people, for me, when I'm around people in the entrepreneurship world who are confident in themselves, whether they know what they're talking about or don't know what they're talking about, and honest at the same time, if you're confident, just that energy that you give off, people want to be around that. That's
right.
attractive.
It is.
That's like real raw, I don't know, human connection, I feel like.
Mhm.
Because first of all, you're not trying to fake it.
Yeah. it's hard to be around fake people, like, you can tell.
Oh, yeah. You can feel people are just around you either for a certain reason or they have to be around you for a moment. But when you just get that real raw connection with people who are able to be confident with where they are, even with if they want to, but if they share where they're at in their life, even
Mhm.
if it's hard and
Right. Staying
embarrassing,
vulnerable too.
right? Even if it's hard and embarrassing, you just you just start to for me, when I hear people be able to express themselves that way, it motivates me to wanna be like, "'Kay, why am I hiding this? Why am I not mentioning this?
Mm.
Why?" And it's because I'm scared of what people think, that thought of, "This
How you're
person's gonna look at me that
perceived.
way," and then it just once you drive out that thought of, doesn't matter what everybody else thinks about you, all that matters is how you think about yourself.
Right.
Because in any competition world, and everybody's gonna tell you this, right? Even I feel like great football players, I'm saying football because I know football a little bit. Everybody wants to be like the next Barry Sanders for running backs, the bust, Jerome Bettis. Like, there's people that set a standard, but the real standard is the next morning that you look yourself in the mirror, the person that you wanna be better than is the person you were yesterday,
Right.
and that's all that matters. And you'll find yourself eventually, maybe passing those people that you used to look up to, but
Yeah.
then you start to realize that really the only person that you need to be better than is the yesterday you.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be by 100% every single time you're better than the person before.
Mhm.
It may be by 0.1% the
Mhm.
next day. But there's there's a saying, I heard it off of somewhere a long time ago, but action drives out doubt or something like that.
Mm.
Action pushes out doubt. And that's the same thing with confidence. The more you're able to find confidence within yourself and speak confidently, maybe not even to other people, but to yourself in the mirror every day, it compound,
And it'll show in your life
right? And then when you
with
start to
everything you
focus
do.
more on yourself, the funny thing is people who I feel like even David Goggins, a lot of people look up to him. He shares a lot of his principles and on social media and books, podcasts, but all he does is share things that he's learned from focusing on himself. And everybody really gravitates towards that
Because they can
because
apply it to themselves.
right, right. Because the next morning they can wake up and ask themselves the same question, like, are you better than you were yesterday?
Hmm.
When you're working out, he has a 40% rule. When you get tired, he says his rule is you're only at 40% capacity. You should be able to go more. There's 60 more percent left in the tank. And people gravitate towards that. And then they start to be like, well, if I have 60% more, let me keep trying and see what I'm capable of.
Get
And then you
there.
start to build that confidence in yourself. I mean, I forgot where we were really starting that from, but I just feel like it's action. Like, you can't just, you won't forget the way your mom was talking about herself when you were a kid, but you can not only change it for your own daughter, but find a way in your everyday life to rethink
Mhm.
or restructure that thought in your brain
Right.
and then make
And
it
I've definitely got to a place now where it's not an issue, like, I'm confident in myself, I'm not really thinking about that. I'm not thinking about my body, and it's not just, like, a topic in my head that
right.
I'm worried about as much, like, nearly as much as it was in my teenage years and probably early 20s, but I think
That's
it
a
took
long time
some
though.
work.
Yeah.
It took work to think to myself, "Okay, yes, I wanna be healthy, and I also believe everything in moderation, and it's okay to have a sweet treat, and it's okay to do this and that." And especially going to nursing school helped me.
Oh, that just reminded me. I had a meeting with a lady yesterday.
Mhm.
She told me to eat more vegetables because of what she's been through in her life. She was like, "Eat more vegetables." I was like, "Damn, I hate vegetables."
But okay.
But I'll eat a cookie for you. Nah,
Mm.
sorry.
No, you're good. But just, reading books, listening to podcasts, and getting my own information about my body and learning how my body works. And if I do this, then what, Like, how does my skin react? Like, I was talking the other week about how we had so much sugar over the Disney weekend and my skin was breaking out. Like, you just kinda learn your body and, like, "Okay, I know I'm gonna feel like crap if I eat this way, so I'm not gonna do that because I don't wanna feel like crap." Sometimes I'm
Discipline
gonna
too, though.
splurge and eat the thing that I know isn't gonna make me feel good physically because it's fun or we're at an event or whatever, like, you make those decisions, but I don't know. I'm making a lot of random points here,
No, I think
but
it's all, you
is it
know,
all valid?
they're valid points, but I
Okay.
think it all
It all
aligns.
goes
There's
together.
self-disciplines
Yeah.
that builds in confidence. I think it's all important to talk about.
But
You're doing a good
with
job.
all this said, toxic, whatever, people hate that word, but how the diet culture was
You did it
really
right
bad,
there, honey. You thinking about what?
other people think. But
I mean,
it
I do the
gets
same
thrown
thing.
around a lot, the toxic word. But how the diet culture was it was so far this way. And then people were like so anti diet culture and they were like, love yourself, body positivity, which is all great. But it's like, actually, not really if you're really unhealthy and you're 100 pounds overweight, and that's not healthy. Like, I do think you should
Yeah.
love yourself at the same time while working towards a healthy body that's going to take you through this life
Yeah.
for a
You
long
could
time.
love yourself but not let go of yourself.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, that's true. I'm just saying, if you've already passed that point and then you're like, well, I'm just going to love myself and keep treating my body like crap and eating like crap, I don't think that's good either. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying it. There's kind of a fine line between, like, that's not actually loving yourself if you're treating your body that way.
Let's not speak for other people. True love for yourself, as long as you're doing what's healthy for whatever your body requires, that's the version of love yourself that we're talking about, right? If you're giving yourself the best
Eh,
opportunity at life, the best
but
chance at a healthy life. If you're
if you're
not,
not and you're saying it's because you're body
yeah, don't
positive
try
and
to
you love
validate it.
yourself,
Don't try to validate it to where you're not going to do anything to better yourself,
yeah.
right? That's
But
that's a
okay, another disclaimer.
yeah.
I know it's hard. Like, there's reasons why people struggle with any of
Well, yeah,
this.
you just mentioned PC. You have
Yeah,
PCOS. There's
PCOS,
different things about each person's
there's
life.
yeah, or thyroid issues or pregnancy or any
Yeah.
complication, anything. And you can get to a place where maybe you're not that happy with how you look. And I don't want this to only be about looks because looks shouldn't mean everything about your confidence,
Yeah,
but
you could
that's
just
what we're talking about right
yeah.
this second.
Still a
So
concept of
I
confidence.
just think get to a place where you love and appreciate your body for where you're at right now, even if it's not where your dream is, right? And don't let your dream be what somebody else looks like right now. Okay. Let it be your best. And if
I,
you're not at your best right now,
I think you can still do that though.
what?
Like you can look at somebody and be like, "Hey, I want to try to be like that." But then I think I don't think get obsessed with because that's against our religion.
I
You're
think,
gonna
yeah,
don't idolize that person
I
enough
think
that
you
you want
can
to
get
be that
inspired
person.
by other people. Like, wow,
Right.
she's had 3 kids and she has a six pack. Okay, she can do it. I can probably do it.
Dang, that's not where I thought you were going with that. It's 3 kids and a 6 pack.
Seriously,
I
some
mean, that could have
girls,
meant like 6 pack of beer
but
because
not
that's what
me.
3 kids is
And
probably
that's
gonna get
okay.
you.
And I know for me, like, that's probably not going to happen. So I'm not sitting here being like,
How about
wishing
this
I
though? You
could.
have 3 kids and you're able to spend time with your kids
Well,
like
that's a different topic.
every single day. That's the same thing.
It's great though.
People are gonna look at that and the same way that you're looking at the 3 kids and a mom with a 6 pack.
Yeah,
Maybe this
I
mom
see.
with a 6 pack doesn't have the same time that you have with your kids. You
Because
know what
she's
I
at
mean?
the gym. No.
Either at the gym or she's at work.
Yeah.
Everybody is such different
I
situations
know.
for
And it's
everybody.
hard because everybody does have different situations with time, with money, with energy and environment.
Right.
All these things contribute. So it's not one size fits all, pun intended. But I don't know. That's just for me. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
This is all my
Sorry, and I'm
opinion.
not I'm not trying to shoot your opinion down. I'm just trying to be like, okay, make sure let's look at it from this perspective.
Hmm.
Almost the devil's advocate.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, I'm not mad.
'Cause
I,
I
I don't
think we
feel
do
like
that
you're
for each
attacking me.
other.
I'm trying to make it all
I
clear.
appreciate that you're vulnerable enough to share what you have shared. Second off, I think it's important that you're starting to notice that there's things that you grew up from and that that is a struggle for yourself and be able to choose change for yourself and be able to not even just for yourself, but it's going to be a domino effect of that is our daughter will, eat the fruits of that labor. of you working on yourself, she'll be able to find confidence because of you finding confidence from what you grew up in.
It is also healing. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
It is healing to have a daughter, and, like, she loves me so much. Her love for me is so unconditional. She's not looking at me like, "Oh, mom, you didn't get ready for the day. Oh, mom, your hair's greasy," or "You haven't worked out in a few months." Like, she literally doesn't
That
obviously.
stuff is not even
It's
it
not
will
e
never be a thing
I
until somebody
know.
teaches her
I know, and
that's
that's
a
what I'm
problem.
saying. Like, she's so pure and innocent, and she just loves me exactly for who I am, like,
Right,
unfiltered, no makeup,
right,
everything, like, and it just makes me like, the way she looks at me is
right,
sweet because
right,
I know how she looks at me, and that's how I wish I could look at myself sometimes, like,
right.
for who I actually am and not these surface level things, like how my skin looks that day or, like, not fitting into my jeans or
And
oh, I love it.
that's the beauty about,
Kids are the
having
best, they make you think differently, and but it has being a mom has made me think about all these things, and I am very 100% of the time aware of how I'm speaking about myself around her, and even, like, even to you, I don't talk negatively about myself, don't you think?
right. Well, I
Like,
think
do
that
you think
again, that's just because you remember how you were raised and something in front of you was said by your parents,
no,
so
but
you
I'm
didn't
asking you,
say that.
like, do I? Because maybe I do and I don't notice, but I feel like I
Do you
never
what?
talk negatively about myself, like, about my body. Do I?
I don't think negatively, no. I just think you set expectations for yourself that are like, I should probably like I need to get out working out
Right,
again.
and
So
it's but I'm not
I just
saying,
don't
like, "I'm
feel
so fat," like, I would
no, you
never
don't say
say
that.
those words,
No, you don't say that.
and I am very careful
Me, you
around
probably
her.
say different.
What?
I probably say different. I probably say that, but it's because I didn't come from where you
And it
came from.
yeah,
I
and
didn't
it's
know
so different for you.
it didn't affect that those words
You
don't
should
affect
probably
me the way
also
it
watch
affects
that
you.
around her too.
I mean, I should, but I think I say it in a much more healthy way. Where I make fat almost fun.
Make fat fun again.
No, like not the way it looks, but I'm like I'm so chubby.
You're
I
just
can't
making
wait
fun
for
of
my
it?
huh?
Like, you're making fun of it?
I'm making fun of myself. I don't want
Yeah.
to make fun of it
No, yeah.
and change it. Mean to everybody who's
No, no,
a little chunky.
no.
Hey,
And that's
I'm
totally fine.
chunky and I'm happy about where I'm at, but guess what? Like you said, I'm not settling because I feel like I can do better for myself, my own health.
I really worry about this whole episode because I
My
don't
titty's been jumping since I've been running
oh
on a
my
treadmill.
I really don't want it to come across any type of way that's like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't want it to I don't want people to be like, "Oh, she's so obsessed with looks," or, like, think that this whole episode is
Well,
like,
I mean,
"Wow,
they can think
so."
that, honey. We've been talking about looks the
I
whole
know,
episode. It's
but do you
okay.
know what I mean? Like, this is all coming from a place of, like, these inner things that make you insecure. If you heal those little things inside of yourself, your confidence will go up so much, even if you don't change the way you look.
Right.
It's so much
There's
more.
different you mentioned that in the beginning of the podcast.
Okay, I
You
just hope
made sure to touch on that,
okay.
honey. So it's okay that you went down the way of talking about the
Mhm,
looks
okay.
because that's just where your conversation, your brain is at today. Tomorrow, you'll
I feel
probably
bad.
talk to me about I need to build more confidence in ordering groceries. Like, it's just okay. This is just
Yeah,
right now. You're just
okay.
talking about it right now.
And you know what? This is my podcast, so I can
And
talk about whatever.
you're still
People can
valid.
think
You're
what they
making
want.
sure that people are valid on whatever points they want to build confidence in. But in wherever you want to build confidence in your life, whatever aspect that you're talking about. I mean, we're talking about looks right now, but anywhere else, and there's a million other places that you can build confidence in.
Yeah.
It still applies the same way.
And by the way, if we're talking about looks, I am not at my peak right now. Like, I haven't been working out consistently at all. I don't feel physically strong or fit, and that's fine. So I'm not speaking from a place of like, I've got this confidence thing nailed down, but like the mental part of it, I feel confident.
Good. That's because you know what?
So,
That's way harder than the physical part of it.
yeah.
Like mentally, I didn't even know a mental. I mean, people probably looked at me when I was growing up because my dad probably like you're mentally strong. No, I had no idea it was this shit. What I was doing, I was just listening to my dad. Anything that I was doing, I was listening to my dad, and it became real. What is the word? And listen to my mom, and listen to my adopted dad and mom.
Mm,
And it became real. Like I had to strip all that away from me when I had to be on my own in college.
yeah.
there's nobody telling you what to do anymore. Now you got to tell yourself what to do. Now you get the option of either you're going to go work out or you're not.
Yeah.
And after I was done, like, this is the reason I got a GGUUTT, because after football finished, ain't nobody telling me go work outs. Ain't nobody telling me you got to look like this. You got to be this weight.
This fast.
Yeah, you got to be in shape and be in shape to play football. Nobody was telling me that. I was so happy. I was eating like shit. I was barely drinking water. I was barely getting sleep because I wanted to go hang out with my friends more than I wanted to get sleep. I mean, it was just.
I think that's okay to have that phase too, though, and then you realize, okay.
No, it was.
I'm
proud that I had it.
Yeah.
And
I think
I'm also proud that I looked at myself in the mirror one day and was like, Sully, you need to change.
Don't want to be like this forever.
Right. You have to, in order to even know what better is for yourself, you got to go down the other way.
Yeah, sometimes.
Probably all the time.
Or
if there's a God, there's a devil. And if there's a chubby, there's a skinny. So.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why I said that.
I think that's bad.
I don't know why I said that.
Bad.
What I'm
You're
saying.
comparing being chubby to the devil.
No, I wasn't talking about that. I'm saying there's always the other side. There's always the other side. Like if you think you're better for yourself, or if you're thinking you're in a bad place, there's better for yourself.
Right.
If you're in a good place, be humble enough to know that you could be in a bad place.
So you better keep working.
Keep working hard and bring people with you. Yeah. Bring people with you. Each one teach one. Teach one. Okay, I don't know. I forgot it, but in my head it makes sense.
But yeah, I don't know. Being a mom makes me really think how I want to speak about myself around my daughter, even speaking about food. There's no good and bad food. It's like, okay, yeah, have candy. That's fine. Have ice cream. That's fine. Are we going to limit it so you don't have a sick tummy? Yes.
Right. That's what parenting is.
Yeah. But
don't touch the hot stove. Not to mention, it happened the other day. Don't touch the hot stove, honey. It's hot. I know what it feels like to get burned. She doesn't know.
Yeah.
I turn around and peek just to make sure she doesn't go touch it. And she puts her finger slowly at it and touches it. Boom. Slams her finger back, grabs it, starts crying and says it burns. I was like, honey, that's what it feels like. That's what that, but
only have to do that once.
I had to just tell her, like, now that you got the burn out of the way, let's fix it. Let's go run it under cold water. But now you know why daddy was trying to tell you. And that's okay. Me telling her wasn't enough. She just had to experience it.
Yep. Sometimes.
Especially with like.
What was I going to say? I did see something once running low. Okay, we got to wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
Hold on, just real quick. There was something about, like, if you have food at your house for your kids that you have no problem with them eating however much they want, like, let's buy all the fruit, let's buy all the veggies, prepare everything, healthy snacks, organic, whatever you want it to be, then, like, you're not going to have a problem at home with what they eat or feeling like obsessing about what they eat, right?
Yeah, you're pretty much just saying, put yourself in a situation.
Provide the things that you're happy with them having, and you'll have no worries about it. Yeah, if they go to a birthday party and there's cake and ice cream and cookies and donuts, perfect, that's there to have it. But we don't have that at our house all the time, so that's like not even an option. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because if you're constantly being like, no more of that, no more of that, no more of that, that's hard for a kid and for a parent.
Right.
But if you just don't have it at home, it's not an option. Anyways, that was like a little tip that I thought, that's true. If you just have a whole snack drawer with everything they can eat.
But you don't want to be like the parent that doesn't have anything fun to have.
I totally agree.
Because then that's hypocritical in the way of when you said your mom's generation was the diet, and then the other one was the other one, like love your body for you.
No, I 100% agree. Idea. No restricting, but if I am in control of what I cook and what I buy for groceries, so I'm not going to buy packs of cookie snacks and
no
have
restricting.
That. But do we get ice cream probably every week? Yeah. Does she have a dum-dum at least once a day to be bribed to get into her car seat? Yes.
Matthew McConaughey said this, and I'm only saying this because of you saying you shouldn't buy this, you should buy. I think if you do, what really matters is you taught your kids. They know they're not allowed to have that right now in this moment, so they can't go to the pantry and grab it, even if it's there. He said this: just because you can have it doesn't mean you should have it. And he said that because he used to have a guy who would iron his pants and it was flat. You know, you got that one line on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And a lady came over and said, like, "Why do you have that guy?" And he's like, "Well, I never thought why I had him. I just thought I had him, and I was grateful to have it."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Well, I never thought about it. I don't even like that one line I like the wrinkly look." So then he got rid of it. Just because you can have it doesn't mean you should have it. And that's the same thing. Just because you have snacks and candy inside your pantry does not mean just because
Every
it's in
time
your
you want it,
pantry,
you
it's
have it.
yours to have 24/7. Yes, you can access it 24/7. Doesn't mean you should have it 24/7.
Right. I agree.
But that just comes down to us teaching our kids, guys, there's a time and a place
Right.
for you to have candy. We're gonna leave it right here on bars right now. And I gotta go work out.
Okay.
But
I
you
hope
know
that
what?
made
You made
sense.
really valid points.
Thanks.
And it's important I'm sure with women, and I hopefully with guys too, that the points that you made connect with them in here and in here,
I hope so.
because
And I
I
hope it
think it's
doesn't come
important what you
across
said.
wrong.
It's not gonna come off wrong, because if they listen to the whole podcast, then they see where you're coming from.
Mhm.
If they listen to bits and pieces, then yeah, it can be out of context, but
Yeah.
if they take their due diligence and their time to listen to the whole podcast, then they would see the place that you're coming from.
I think we could honestly do a part 2 on this topic because
Let's do it.
we didn't even really dive into, like, ways to feel confident in yourself, you know?
Right. How about the next week? Let's talk about ways that we've built confidence from the things that we talked about that made us feel not confident.
Let's do it.
Next week is going to be a part 2. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you guys so much for giving us an ear to listen on a Friday afternoon or Friday morning. Hope you guys have a good weekend, a great weekend. Happy
Have a
Aloha
great
Friday,
weekend.
Saturday, Sunday.
It's almost Halloween. What's everybody's costumes? I need some ideas.
Yeah, we need some ideas too. We're not big
Should
Halloween
we do a
people. Give us
costume
some.
episode
We're not
for
big
the
Halloween
watchers?
people. We're not big Halloween people.
I know, but that would be funny. What if I have a bald cap? Bald?
What does that do to your self-confidence?
That would be a test for me to build confidence.
You wouldn't even post a video of it, I promise. I know you too well.
Okay. You're probably right. But anyways, we love you.
We're
Thanks for
working on it.
listening. Happy
You guys
Aloha
appreciate it.
Friday.
Yeah.
Subscribe, like, review, whatever you gotta do.
Yeah.
We love you.
Please take the time to listen to the
Toodaloo.
full podcast. But please don't take anything out of context, since
It's
I
okay.
know Livy's gonna go and think about this later.
You
Just
get
know
me.
that.
If it's the right crowd, they know me. They get me, you know.
Right, right.
They know I don't have bad
Right.
intentions.
Sending you guys some love, sending you guys some good spirits, some good vibes. Sorry for my language in the podcast.
Do something that builds
It's
your
just who I am.
confidence this weekend.
Yep.
There's your challenge. Okay, love you. Bye.